Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're just joining me, my name is Larissa. Welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my favorite family traditions. Please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite family traditions are because I'd love to hear from them and maybe expand my bubble. I think this year has been really hard on a lot of people, and making new family traditions would be perfect this year to brighten things up and end this year on a great note.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne?
My number one, and this is my favorite family tradition, it's something my parents did for me and my siblings, and my husband and I are going to continue that tradition for our son. And that is every Christmas Eve, my parents would make sure that me and my siblings went to bed at around 8 or 9, and they would always say, you gotta go to bed because if you're not in bed in time and Santa Claus is passing the house, he's gonna keep going because he only visits kids that are asleep. Well, then my dad would put on a Santa Claus costume. I kid you not. He would put on a Santa Claus costume in case we woke up in the middle of the night and saw him, so that we would think that Santa Claus was genuinely there. We'd put out Christmas cookies for Santa Claus and milk, and then we'd put out carrots. We'd always make sure to put out carrots for the reindeers. Well, my dad, and let me just say, forever I thought this was actually Santa Claus. I did not realize it was my dad doing this. But my dad would wake up in the middle of the night, he'd eat the cookies, he'd eat pieces of the carrots, and then throw the remnants outside in the front porch in the front area. So we would just see pieces of the carrots. He would get on the roof. I kid you not. He'd get on the roof and stomp and take jingle bells out there. So we'd hear the jingle bells. And in the morning, we'd wake up to cookie crumbs and half-eaten cookies, a half glass of milk or an entire glass drink of milk, and then the carrot remnants. And we genuinely thought that Santa Claus and the reindeer had visited. That was so special to me. He even did it when we were at families' houses staying over the night for Christmas Eve. But for me, that was one of the most special things of my childhood for Christmas. And I highly recommend that you do that for your kids. I know that's like crazy theatrical, but that for me was one of the most magical parts of Christmas. My next family tradition is the Christmas Eve box. I'm sure you guys have heard of this before, but this is something that my mom did for us when we were growing up. Every Christmas Eve, she'd give us a gift to open, and it would always be pajamas. It was always customized pajamas to each kid and what they liked. But what me and my husband want to do is on Christmas Eve, we want to give matching pajamas. I know that's what so many people do, but I love that idea, matching pajamas, and that kind of goes hand in hand with what my next tradition is. But let me continue with this one. So I want to give our son on Christmas Eve matching pajamas with what me and my husband are going to be wearing. And also maybe some hot chocolate, popcorn, things like that, and a Christmas movie. Now there's so many streaming sites that will probably stream it instead of giving them a Christmas movie. And then also a Christmas book so that we can end the night by reading something like The Night Before Christmas or a book like that. So my next tradition, and this is why I said that the matching Christmas pajamas kind of went with my next tradition, is to take an annual Christmas photo every Christmas morning. You know, don't do yourself up first. Just sit on the couch wearing your matching PJs, looking like you just rolled out of bed, and take the family photo. And after years, you're going to have those photos to look back on. I can't wait to do that. I wish we had done that last year with my son, but he was just a baby. So hopefully we can start that tradition this year. My next tradition is something that my mom did for all of us kids, and that is to go and pick out an ornament. Each kid goes to Hallmark or wherever, Hobby Lobby, wherever you want to go, and have each kid pick out an ornament that they love the most. We always did this, and I remember one year I picked out a Michelle Kwan ornament. I know, out of all the ornaments you're going to put on the tree, Michelle Kwan. I never even figure skated growing up, let me just say that. But now, every time I think of Christmas ornaments, I think of Michelle Kwan. I know there were several years where I picked out different things, but for whatever reason, that one sticks out in my mind. But it's fun to look back and remember what your kids liked those years. So this tradition is actually one of the first videos. It is the first video I posted on my YouTube channel. This is a tradition that my husband and I started a few years ago, actually, before our son was born, and we just continued the tradition and will continue it forever. And that is in December, to get ourselves in the Christmas mood, we go to the nearest shop We like to go to Lassiter's here in town and we pick up hot chocolate, and then we go and we walk the Christmas lights. We're lucky to live in a city right now where they have Christmas down by the river, and they set up these beautiful lights, and you can just walk down the tunnel and walk through this little, I don't know, it's like a walkway along the river, and just see the lights and drink your hot cocoa. So we do that every year, hot cocoa and Christmas lights. Another one of my favorite traditions is to write letters to Santa Claus. We always did this growing up, and I cannot wait to share that tradition with my son. I know he's only 1.5 right now, so he's a little bit small to start this tradition, considering he can't even tell me what he wants for Christmas. But what I'd like to do with him, and something you can do with your children, is have them write a letter of the good deeds that they did that year, and then what they want for Christmas, and send it off to Santa. But for me, I'm probably going to keep those letters so that my son can look back on those letters later on in life and look at what he did for the year and what he wanted. I just think that's such a cute idea. This is an idea that I absolutely love. That is getting a big bag and keeping it by your Christmas tree and having a toy clear out for charity. So have your kids go through their toys and pick out the ones that they haven't used or they don't really like anymore, and put that in that Christmas bag. And then on Christmas Eve, Santa can take that bag and redistribute those toys that your kids are no longer using to little boys and girls who want those things. My next one, and this is super simple, and that is to decorate gingerbread houses. So easy, you can make your own. However, I'm one of those people that likes buying the kits. So much easier that way. Target has them, Big Lots has them, pretty much everyone has them, and it's only like $10 to get a gingerbread house and build that together. So in the next coming weeks, me and my husband and our son are actually going to be doing that. I'm super excited, I cannot wait. My last two, and I absolutely love these two, and they correspond with each other. And the first one is to get a Christmas advent calendar. We always had those growing up. My mom would just go to the store and get simple ones because there's 4 of us, so I know it can get costly if you do one yourself. But she would always get one, and it was like a little book, and you'd pop it open, and each night had a chocolate, and it just helps your kids count down to the days of Christmas. You can also go to the store, and they have the ones where they have little drawers, and you pull it out and you could put whatever you want in each drawer, and I love that idea. I've also seen where people get a shoe rack, a hanging door shoe rack, and there's 24 compartments in there, and people will put things in each little shoe compartment. I love that idea too. So that one corresponds with my last one, and that is for 24 days before Christmas to count down. So you guys can start today because it is now December 1st. Hopefully I can get this video out to you guys today. And that is every single night in December to read a chapter from the book of Luke. The book of Luke is 24 chapters, and by the time you get to Christmas, you'll have read the story of Jesus' account, and your kids will know what Christmas is really about. So what I would like to do with our family is to read a chapter of the book of Luke and then open your Advent for that night. I think that would be really special, and it would teach your kids what Christmas is really about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't just ramble on and on. I'm hoping I gave you guys some great ideas to end this year with. If you guys have any questions or comments for me, please let me know down below. Also, please do not forget to share with me some of your favorite family traditions in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, and Merry Christmas.